Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something huge, a really big promise for anyone who's ever felt just, well, stuck trying to learn English.
Yeah, we're looking at a method that some people claim can speed up your fluency like crazy.
Totally flips the script on how we were all taught in school.
It really does. And I'm going to say something maybe a bit controversial to start things off, something I know people might argue with.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with it.
All right. Basically, everything you learned in your English classes, the grammar rules, the drills, memorizing lists,
Yeah.
it was completely backwards if your goal was actual fluency, speaking easily.
Oh, okay. That is a huge claim.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, right? People spend, what, 6, maybe 8 years studying this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, most folks still can't really hold a simple conversation afterwards. It's super frustrating.
It is. And it's frustrating because the method itself is, well, fundamentally flawed for fluency. But there is another way, a way that's backed by decades of research into how people actually learn languages. And it works in, say, 8 months, not 8 years.
8 months instead of 8 years. Okay, now you've got my attention. That's the mission for this deep dive then.
Exactly. We want to unpack this the secret method. We're talking about something called comprehensible input, or CI.
Comprehensible input. CI. Got it.
We'll show you the research behind it, the exact steps you need to take, and how you can start using it right away.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. You said schools are flawed. Why? What's wrong with learning the rules? Isn't that how it works?
Well, it comes down to how our brains are wired. There's a big difference between consciously learning rules and subconsciously acquiring a language. Think about a baby.
Right. They just listen. For ages. Hours and hours every day.
Mm-hmm. Thousands of hours.
No textbooks, no grammar lessons. They don't even know what a verb is.
Exactly. They're just swimming in this massive amount of language input, mostly from parents, just the environment. And somehow, without trying, they start understanding.
And then speaking.
Right. They acquire it naturally. They build this whole internal system for the language first before they produce anything.
But school does the opposite. Day one, here's the grammar book.
Yeah.
Memorize these verb endings. Take a test.
Yes. They force you to produce language, to speak and write way before you've got enough input, before your brain has really internalized the patterns.
So it's like trying to, I don't know, write a novel when you've only read a few paragraphs.
Yeah.
You're forcing output without enough input.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to build something complex without the raw materials. It's just inefficient. It's backwards for fluency.
Okay, I see the problem. So let's get to the solution. This comprehensible input thing, define it for us.
Right. So comprehensible input, or CI, is basically language that you can almost understand.
Almost. That sounds weird. How do you learn if you don't fully get it?
Because that almost is the magic part. It's what linguists call the I+1 principle.
I+1. Meaning?
Meaning the input is just one level above your current understanding. I is your current level, +1 is that next step.
Okay, explain that. Give me an example.
Sure. Let's say your English level right now is a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Got it. Level 5.
Now, if you try to listen to, super complex news reports or fast native speaker conversations, maybe level 10 stuff, with slang and idioms, what happens in your brain?
Total shutdown, panic. It just sounds like noise. They learn absolutely nothing.
Exactly. It's too far above your level. Now, what if someone talks to you like you're a complete beginner? Level 1 or 2. Super slow. Only basic words you already know.
Boring. Painfully boring. I wouldn't learn anything new because there's no challenge.
Precisely. So the sweet spot, the magic zone for learning, is level 6, just one step ahead.
Okay. So level 6 input. I'd understand most of it. Maybe 70 or 80%.
Yes. And because you understand the main message, your brain uses that context, all the clues, to figure out the missing 20, 30%, the new words, the grammar structures. And it does this subconsciously, without me trying to memorize rules.
That's the core idea. Your brain acquires the language naturally by focusing on understanding the message, not by analyzing the grammar.
Wow.
And this isn't just like a random theory. This comes from a real important linguist, Stephen Krashen. He spent like 40 years researching how people actually acquire languages.
40 years. Okay, that's serious backing.
Yeah.
He talked about acquiring versus learning, right? Can you break that down again? What's the difference?
Yeah, it's a crucial distinction. Learning is the conscious stuff, like in school, studying grammar rules, memorizing lists, taking tests, you're learning.
Okay.
Acquisition is subconscious. It's natural. It's how you picked up your first language as a kid. You weren't trying, it just happened. And Krashen argued acquisition is way, way more powerful for actual fluency, like 1,000 times better.
So fluency comes from acquisition, not conscious learning. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Did Krashen have proof? Like studies showing this works better.
Oh, yeah, tons of it. One of the clearest examples came from studying immigrants in English-speaking countries.
Okay, what did he find?
Well, he compared different groups.
Wow.
Some immigrants enrolled in traditional English classes, grammar, exercises, the usual stuff.
Right.
Others didn't take classes. They just, lived their lives. They worked, watched TV, listened to the radio, talked to people. They were just immersed in English.
And the result?
Don't tell me.
The ones who just lived there, the ones who were constantly getting this natural, comprehensible input every day.
They got fluent faster?
Significantly faster. Their brains were constantly acquiring the language from the environment, figuring out the patterns subconsciously. No grammar books needed for fluency?
No way. Are you seriously telling me all those hours I spent drilling verb tenses were, less useful than just watching cartoons in English?
For developing automatic fluent speech. Yes, pretty much. Those rules you learned, they mostly act as a monitor or an editor. They let you check yourself after you say something.
But they don't really build the foundation that lets you speak fluently and automatically in the first place. That foundation comes from acquisition, from all of that input.
Mind blown. Okay. But
Yeah.
if it's that simple, just listen to stuff. You mostly understand why isn't everyone fluent. You said people still fail with CI.
They do, because even if they know about CI, they often make two huge mistakes. Really common ones.
Okay, what are we doing wrong? Lay it on me.
Mistake number one, consuming content that's way too hard. It's not actually comprehensible. It's not I+1. It's like I+5 or I+10.
Right, like my level 5 brain trying to watch level 10 news.
It's
just noise.
Exactly. There's this classic example, let's call him Carlos, intermediate learner, maybe B1 level. He decided he wanted to get fluent fast.
Okay.
So he started watching Game of Thrones in English. No subtitles.
Ooh, ambitious. But tough show, language-wise.
Totally. And guess what? He understood maybe 10% of it. He watched the whole first season like this. 2 months.
And his English?
Didn't improve at all. Zero progress. Because for his brain, that 90% he didn't understand, it was just noise. There wasn't enough context to figure anything out.
So it wasn't comprehensible input. It was just input. Mostly incomprehensible.
Precisely. What Carlos should have done was find stuff closer to his level. Maybe simpler TV shows, cartoons, YouTube channels for learners, content where he could actually hit that 70–80% comprehension mark.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
You can't just jump to the final boss. What's mistake number 2?
Using subtitles in your native language.
Oh, but everyone does that. It feels like it helps. Why is that bad?
Let me ask you this. Think about the last time you watched, say, a French movie or a Korean drama. but with English subtitles.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay. Did you actually learn any French or Korean words or phrases from watching it? Like, really learn them so you could use them?
Now that you mention it, no, probably not a single word. I was just reading the English.
Exactly. Your brain is lazy in a good way. It's efficient. When it gets conflicting information, foreign sounds plus native text, it takes the easy path. It just reads the language it already knows.
So I'm not actually processing the English audio at all. I'm just reading my own language.
Pretty much. You're bypassing the English input completely. You're practicing reading in your native language, not acquiring English.
Wow. Okay. I feel like I've been shooting myself in the foot for years. So what's the fix? What should we do about subtitles?
Okay, 3 options depending on your level and comfort. Option 1, no subtitles at all. This is the purest form of CI. Forces your brain to connect sound to meaning directly. Can be tough at first, though.
Okay. Option 2.
Use English subtitles. This is actually really good. It connects the sound of English with the written form, helps with reading, spelling, recognizing patterns. Super useful.
Got it. English subtitles are good. Native language subtitles are bad.
Right. Option 3 is using native language subtitles only if you're an absolute total beginner, just for a very short time to get the basic gist. But you need to switch to English subtitles or no subtitles as fast as possible, like really fast.
Understood. No native subtitles unless absolutely necessary, and then only briefly. Okay, this is making so much sense. We know the theory, we know the mistakes. Let's get practical. Give us the step-by-step plan. How do we actually do this starting today?
All right, step 1. Find content that's actually at your level. And we use the 60 to 80% test for this.
60 to 80%. How does that work exactly?
Simple. Find something you think might be good, a podcast, a YouTube video, whatever. Listen to about 5 minutes of it, just once.
Okay.
Now, be honest. If you understood, like, more than 80% of the main message easily, it's probably too easy. You're not getting enough +1.
Right. Not enough challenge.
If you understood less than 60%,
Yeah.
it's too hard. It's
Yeah.
going to feel like noise, like Carlos watching Game of Thrones. You'll get frustrated. But if you land somewhere between 60 and 80% understanding, bingo. That's your sweet spot. That's the perfect comprehensible input for you right now.
That's super clear and actionable. Find that 60-80% zone. What's step 2?
Step 2, consume a lot of this content. A lot. We're talking volume here. The minimum effective dose seems to be at least 1 hour per day. Every day.
1 hour. Okay. That sounds doable for most people.
Ideally, yeah, 2 or 3 hours a day would be even better, faster progress. But I know that sounds crazy for busy people.
Yeah, finding 3 extra hours. Tough.
But here's the secret to getting those hours in. It doesn't all have to be focused, sit-down study time. A lot of it can be background input.
Whoa, hang on. Background input. You mean like just having English playing while I'm doing dishes or driving? Does that actually work if I'm not, like, actively paying super close attention?
It absolutely does. Now, obviously, focused listening where you're really trying to understand is powerful, but even when English is just playing in the background,
Yeah.
your subconscious brain is still picking things up. It's tracking patterns, noticing how words sound together, getting used to the rhythm and intonation of English. It's like low-level absorption.
So just having it on helps.
Yes, that sheer volume, even the background stuff, helps build that foundational familiarity with the language. So put on English podcasts, simple audiobooks, easy YouTube videos while you're cooking, cleaning, commuting, working out. Just keep the English flowing into your ears.
That's a game changer. That turns all that dead time into potential learning time.
Exactly. Maximize your input hours, which leads to step 3, move up level slowly.
Right, the I+1 thing again.
Yeah. Once that Level 6 content starts feeling really easy, like you're understanding 95% of it consistently. Then it's time to find slightly harder stuff. Maybe move from kids shows to simple reality TV, then maybe easier sitcoms, then news, then more complex podcasts.
But always checking that you're still in that 60–80% comprehension zone for the new material.
Precisely. Gradual progression, don't jump too far too fast.
Okay, I've got the input steps. Yeah. Find your level, 60–80%, consume lots, 1+ hour a day, use background, move up slowly. But the big question, the elephant in the room.
Ah, I know where you're going. Speaking.
Yes, if I'm spending all this time listening, when do I actually practice speaking? Isn't that important? It causes so much anxiety.
It does. The output anxiety is real. Okay, so here's the slightly controversial answer based on Krashen's research.
Lay it on me.
In the initial stages, say the first 3 to 6 months of really focusing on CI, you actually don't need to practice speaking much or even at all.
Wait, what? Don't practice speaking for months.
Oh,
Are you
I
serious?
know it sounds crazy, but the idea is speaking ability emerges naturally as a result of getting massive amounts of comprehensible input. Think about babies again. They listen for ages before they talk.
True.
If you force yourself to speak too early before you've built that internal foundation through listening, you're mostly just practicing your mistakes. You're solidifying bad habits.
Okay, I kind of see the logic, but wow. How do people stay motivated if they're not allowed to talk? And what about the fear? People want to talk.
That's the practical reality, absolutely. Motivation is key. So here's a more practical compromise. Focus, say, 80 to 90% of your time on input. Listening, reading, comprehensible stuff. Build that foundation.
Okay, most of the input.
Then use the remaining 10–20% for output if you feel you need it for motivation. Maybe try shadowing, repeating short audio clips, or practice some simple phrases. But keep the vast majority of your effort on the input side, especially early on.
So prioritize input massively, but a little output is okay for motivation.
Exactly. Your speaking will improve as your understanding grows from the input. It follows naturally. Don't force it too soon.
Okay, that feels more balanced and achievable. Build the library in your head first. All right, let's nail this down. Give us a clear, concrete action plan. 4 things our listeners absolutely must commit to starting today.
Okay. Action step 1. Test your level today. Seriously, right after this. Find a YouTube video, a podcast snippet, listen for 5 minutes, use that 60–80% rule. Find your starting point.
Done. Action step 2.
Find 3 sources of input that are right at that level for you. Maybe one podcast, one YouTube channel, one easy reader, or TV show. Variety keeps it interesting.
3 sources at my level. Got it.
Step 3.
Commit to 1 hour minimum per day for the next 30 days. Just 1 month to start. Consistency is everything. An hour a day beats 7 hours just on Sunday.
1 hour a day every day for 30 days.
Okay? And the final step.
Action step 4. Track your progress. On day 1, pick a specific 5-minute clip from one of your sources.
Listen.
Write down honestly what percentage you think you understood. Maybe it's 65%.
Okay.
Then on day 30, listen to that exact same 5-minute clip again.
And see the difference.
You will be amazed. You'll likely jump from, say, 65% to 85% or even 90% comprehension on that same clip. That's the proof that CI is working, that your brain is actively rewiring itself.
That's powerful. Seeing that tangible improvement. Okay, let's wrap this up. The core message here seems to be, well, revolutionary for many people.
It really is. Look, you can keep doing what you've always done, grammar drills, textbooks, and maybe feel frustrated for years, or you can commit to this. 1 hour a day of targeted, comprehensible input. And Honestly, you'll probably make more progress in the next 6 months than most people make in 6 years of traditional classes.
6 months versus 6 years. That's the potential here.
And it's not just for English. This is the method successful polyglots use for Spanish, French, Japanese, whatever. Comprehensible input is the universal key.
So the final thought we want to leave you with today is this. Think about what that commitment, just 1 hour a day for maybe 6 months, could mean.
It's not just about learning English faster, it's about unlocking this whole new way your brain can acquire information, opening up new worlds, new knowledge, new connections.
It could fundamentally change things for you.
Absolutely. So don't put it off. Don't wait for the perfect time or the right course.
What should they do right now?
Go find that first piece of comprehensible input right now. Find something you think you'll understand 60–80% of, and just press play. Start listening. Start acquiring.
Until next time, keep listening, keep acquiring, and keep breaking through.